snippets on a drive to Houston. We're not even outside of Arizona yet. I kind of like all these rocks though, it's kind of cool. Flatland. Kind of like this view, it's kind of nice. It's real wide open, blue skies. Looks like there could be some weather approaching here. Whoa. Well, there's a cop there. I hope he didn't get me. Now let's see if this thing is recording. Welcome to New Mexico. So like I said earlier, just went across the border, but I didn't have my camera on. There it is. It's supposed to be very enchanting here. I don't know about that. Guess we'll figure it out, right? Where the heck are we here? I think we're coming into Las Cruces, Mexico, New Mexico. Ave Damasila. I've actually just been zoning out here. I actually practice while driving. So I don't know if that's as bad as texting. Probably not. So I zoned out here for about an hour and a half, and now I'm just seeing that I'm coming into some town, and I haven't really been paying attention. I haven't been paying attention because I have a 1,200 mile trip, so I know I just got to keep staying on 10. There's 10 right there. That's the highway I got to just stay on, so I don't really have to worry about any turns. Let's see if we can see what this is here. Historic Old Mesilla visit. I guess it's Mesilla. That's where I'm at. Kind of a pretty little town. Some rugged mountains over there. If you're not in education and your occupation doesn't have to do with education, I'm sure there's probably some good jobs in other industries in these southwestern states like Arizona, New Mexico. But as far as I know, they just suck big time for education, especially if you're trying to make a living in education. And then what's worse than education? Art, music, and BE. So these are kind of nice, rugged, frontier, western kind of countryside I like. Unfortunately, they don't support musicians, educators, and music educators. They really don't. That's the sad part. But where I'm going, supposedly they support music and music education and wind players and brass players and horn players. We'll find that out, whether that's true or not. Okay, so I know that I'm probably I'm about 45 minutes from El Paso. So when I can see a sign for that coming up, I'll see if I can get that in the video here. Yeah, I should be coming up on El Paso here pretty soon. Wow, what a difference a day really makes. I'm seeing evergreens. We are definitely up in the mountains, folks, in the hills. It's cloudy, it's cold up here. Not cold for northern people, but you know, it's definitely in the mid to upper 50s right now, and it's past noon. And for me, it looks like a cold, overcast, cloudy, dreary November 15th day. That's what it looks like to me. This is Thursday, May 21st. This isn't Thursday, November 21st. It's Thursday, May 21st. Leaving the lovely metropolis of Van Horn, Texas. Okay. I've been in 2 states so far today, Arizona and New Mexico. And I just saw a sign that I should be welcome to Texas here pretty soon. I should see a big welcome sign. Texas, you better welcome me with bells on. Oh, what does this say right there? Ooh, you are now leaving New Mexico, the land where I supposedly was enchanted. Hey, there's a... Hey, look at this. Texas. Oh, yes. I guess I is officially in Texas right now. Exit 1, baby. Starting it all over again. Wet and wild? I thought Texas was conservative. What the heck? Looks a little bit like I just moved into liberal racy country here. There's the welcome sign I've been wanting to see. Welcome to Texas. Drive friendly the Texas way. The terrain, as you can tell, is still kind of similar to what we've been experiencing thus far since I left Tucson. Desert-like, arid, rugged mountains. Less cacti, that's for sure. Okay, it looks like we're less than 300 miles outside of San Antonio. I think it's about 250 now. And I'm starting to see a lot more green. It was flat for a long time, but now we're getting into all these little cliffs and bluffs. So the terrain changed again back to more hilly and mountainous, but this is the most... Oh, this is recording. It wasn't recording earlier. There we go, there's a sign for San Antonio, 232 miles. And that's my target for tonight. On my second day. Just to make it to San Antonio, and I figure if I can do that, the rest is smooth sailing. I'll be strolling into the Houston area probably mid-afternoon on Friday. Anyway, this is a real treat. A couple hundred miles outside San Antonio, and it was turning flat a while back, but now we got all these bluffs and little cliffs, and it's green. I'm not used to the green, folks. I'm used to the brown. Green. It's kind of interesting to see the green again. Yeah, it's a little after 6 o'clock. And we're about 100 miles outside of San Antonio. We're coming back into this mountainous stuff again. But green, it's green, but it's getting rough and rugged and everything. Speed limit here is still 80. We just stopped off for some gas and had to walk my attack dog there. Never did really get sunny out today, but like I said earlier, I'd much rather drive in just cloudy weather as long as it's not rainy. It did rain earlier, but let's see if we get some speed going up the hill. There we go. Yeah. See you later, Mr. Trucker. Okay. Well, I imagine about an hour and a half will be in San Antonio. Okay, we're basically 25 minutes away from downtown San Antonio, but I think we're going to call our quits here pretty soon. I mean, I'm not going down to the Tenderloin of San Antonio and staying there, so anyway, that'll wrap up our driving day today. And not a bad drive for the most part. They did reduce the speed limit down to 75 now that we got closer. There's San Antonio. there. But no, we're not going to the hard downtown San Antonio. We're going to stay out maybe about 15-20 miles in a little bit nicer area. So that's pretty much a wrap for this day. And tomorrow will be the finale. Tomorrow we should come cruising right in close to Houston. But we're not going down into the downtown trenches of Houston, but we're going to be right there in the suburbs. Until tomorrow. I almost thought that was a twister over there, but it looks like it's a fire. See that? Oh, someone's burning leaves. Well, I guess we got the easy part left now. Just finishing up and exiting San Antonio. And it looks like the brunt and the hard work of my driving has already happened, and another 2.5, 3 hours I think I should be pulling into the Houston area. So goodbye San Antonio. And you even have a little bit better weather. There's a little sun popping out from time to time. Saw Houston there. That's where I is headed. Alright. Catch up a little bit later. Sunshine and dark clouds. Interesting. I got the car over here. I gotta get over to the other lane because I got a truckie who got a passing limit. They drive fast around here too. 75, but everybody's going about 85. And like, watch, this guy's gonna probably pass me. There's a guy that was behind me. On my tail at 85 miles an hour. There's the speed limit. Here's the guy that was riding my butt. I'm going 85. Look at it, see? 85. And this dude here just couldn't wait to pass me. He was like inches away from me. So they go fast out here. They go a lot faster than the speed limit. I haven't seen a cop since I left San Antonio. Maybe they know something I don't know here. It is nice to see green trees and green grass everywhere. I'm not used to that. Really just not used to all this green. Well, I'm also not used to all the clouds either. Where's my guaranteed sunshine, Arizona? Had guaranteed sunshine practically every day there. Houston, 36 miles. That's what I like to see, folks. Ooh, Friday early evening traffic. It is about 4:30 p.m. on Friday. I'm near at the end of May here. In fact, I'm trying to remember what the date is. Let me think. I believe it's the 22nd. So anyway, if it's not, it's right around there. So it's May 22nd, 2015, Friday, 4:30 p.m. Look at everybody trying to get the heck out of Houston. Wow. And I'm speeding, so I better get over. Well, here comes the car. Let me see if I can get over there. This is the Mustang. He'll let me get over there, I think, won't he? Yeah, he will. So for you Houstonites or Houstonians, I guess I'll learn whatever you call yourself. You're probably familiar with what I'm filming right now, right? Yeah, I bet you are. So anyway, this is gonna, wow, Igloo. I didn't know Igloo was here. That's pretty cool. as you've seen on my trip, the only sun that was present was when I was in Arizona. It's been clouds ever since, so hopefully you get the sun here every now and then. And supposedly that direction, I guess, is where the water is. Katy area, next 7 exits. That's supposedly where a lot of good bands are. And who knows, maybe some students. But anyway, I just want to wrap up my video of almost 1,200 miles of road trip. Basically, I'm relocating to the Houston, Texas area. And I was thinking about some things. Of course, I'm always thinking about my course and playing and other stuff, but something dawned on me about goal setting and people not achieving their goals. If everybody achieved their goals, of course, there wouldn't be an issue, you know. And not everybody achieves every goal, including myself. So anyway, instead of focusing on that, I was focusing on why not actually get started with the goal, something that you wanted to achieve. And it occurred to me about this, just my relocation. Do you know there are people out there who have lived in the same area that they grew up in and never left and are scared to leave? But if you ask them, are you scared to leave? Of course they're not going to say they're scared. But let's face it, they are scared to leave. They're scared to take a risk. Lots of wonderful areas to live in. Why stay in the same area the whole time? You could always go back, right? If you're one of those that's been in, you know, the same place for 10 years, 20 years, 40 years, 80 years, if you're, you know, almost at the edge. Did you know that you can move away and come back if you really missed it, if you didn't like it? So even the people that don't move away and don't even consider that they could come back, they're scared. They are scared, but they would never admit it. They would tell you that they love the area and don't want to live anywhere else, or they can never see themselves living anywhere else, or they like their friends, or they got family. But bottom line is they are scared. You can always move back to an area that you like. There's nothing in the cards that say you can't. And so basically you're going into the unknown. You're taking a gamble, you're taking a risk. I'm taking a risk and a gamble by driving 1,200 miles with all my stuff. It is a risk. And I'm segueing into my course right now. Gonna plug it a little bit because there's no reason brass players that have trouble with endurance and range should not be taking my course. I mean, okay, I had a slight interruption there. So yeah, I was talking about my course, you know. I put my course out there quite a bit. And every now and then I'll check up on the people that get something from me. It's not my course, but usually they're getting a promo or one of the smaller videos that I have, the shorter videos, and not the big 4-month course. Every now and then, just for kicks, I'll check up on people to see who they are and how they play. And then people that leave comments, people that like my posts, definitely the people that are haters, I will check up on them to see if they're playing like Maynard Ferguson or Maurice Andre. And you know what I found out? They're not. A lot of these people can't play. And the ones that can play typically don't have a good range, don't have a big sound. So I thought, well, wait a minute, they don't have a very good range and their sound is not that good, so is it a no-brainer to go ahead and try my course? And anyway, so it dawned on me, well, I'm making this big leap of faith and taking this big risk, that is why people are not getting involved in my course. They're scared to take a risk and venture into the unknown. That's one big reason why we don't start a goal. My goal to go to Houston was a 1,200 mile journey and then required some risk there and some ability to venture into the unknown. All this is unknown to me. Never seen it, never been here. In fact, I rarely have even been to Texas except through the airport. And anyway, that's why people don't start my course that need it. So I do check up on you guys from time to time. You make a comment every now and then. I don't have a lot of time, but someone likes one of my promos or my videos or makes a comment, or as is the case, unfortunately, got quite a group of haters out there, and pretty much 99.9% of the haters are typically people that have no range and their sound isn't good. So I guess they gotta hate on somebody instead of themselves. But anyway, I figured it out through this drive. A good step of achieving a goal is to actually get started on it. In order to do that, let me make sure I'm in the right lane here. In order to do that, you actually have to let go of your fear, take a risk, and go for it. And then at that point, it's about trying to achieve the goal once you're actually involved with it. So if you're one of those players, and you know you got a challenge in front of you playing wise with range or your sound or your endurance, and you see my course and you see people getting good results, but you keep looking the other way, you may want to re-examine your thought process and your fears. Your fear of getting involved in something that you don't know about, something unknown, something foreign. Anyway, I'm Kurt Thompson. I hope you enjoyed traveling along with me. And my journey has pretty much come to an end. I'm going to stop off and get a glass of water and a little gas. Anyway, I will see you guys later in the next video. I'm in Houston, folks.